year 1987, at the John F. Kennedy Space Center, NASA launched the last of America's deep space probes. The payload perched on the nose cone of the Massey rocket was a one-man exploration vessel, Ranger 3. Aboard this compact starship, a lone astronaut, Captain William "Buck" Rogers, was to experience cosmic forces beyond all comprehension. An awesome brush with death. In the wink of an eye, his life support systems were frozen by temperatures beyond imagination. Ranger 3 was blown out of its planned trajectory into an orbit 1,000 times more vast. An orbit which was to return the ship full circle to its point of origin, its Mother Earth, not in 5 months, but in 500 years. For 500 years, Buck Rogers drifted through a world in which reality and fantasy merged into a timeless dream.
Far beyond the world I've known, far beyond my time. What am I? Who am I? What will I be? Where am I going? And what will I see? Searching my mind for some truths to reveal. What thoughts are fantasy? What memories real? Long before this life of mine, long before this time, what was there? Who cared to make it begin? Is it forever or will it all end? Searching my past for the things that I've seen. Is it my life or just something I dream? Far beyond this world I've known, far beyond my time. What kind of world am I going to find? Will it be real or just all in my mind? What am I? Who am I? What will I be? Where am I going? And what will I see?
His instrumentation was stopped, frozen solid, in the year 1987.
Are you telling me
That the man may be 500 years old.
for a man whose expertise is allegedly 5 centuries old, you seem quite opinionated?
You're right. It's none of my business how you blow up your world. My generation didn't know what they were doing either. Matter of fact, I kind of like it out here. It's a bit primitive, but then it is the south side of Chicago.
Captain, we're wasting time. Let's go.
Tell me about the Holocaust.
I can't.
Well, until I hear it and feel it, it isn't real. Look, I lost everything that was important to me. A mother, father, brothers, sisters, a woman I cared for.
I don't think I'm too up on these latest dance steps.
Well, if you have a preference, it is my party.
Terrific. How about something old-fashioned, huh? Sir, excuse me. Are you familiar with rock? You know, try it. Come on. No. That's not it. Just let yourself go. Let it go. Go with the music. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it.
What are you doing? You're quite a man, Captain Rogers. I have the feeling the Earth people believed your incredible story about being frozen for 500 years.
The year is 1987, and NASA launches the last of America's deep space probes. In a freak mishap, Ranger 3 and its pilot, Captain William Buck Rogers, are blown out of their trajectory into an orbit which freezes his life support systems and returns Buck Rogers to Earth 500 years later.
Hey, nice double teaming over there, whoever you are.
Gordon's the name, thanks.
We met Gordon?
I don't think so, Captain. We're from different times.
Gordon, where'd you learn to shoot like that?
I've been doing that sort of thing since before you were born, Captain.
You think so?
Young man, I know so.
What is that?
This is Twiki. He's your drone.
He's crazy. You dirty. Watch your bug.
Thank you, Twiggy.
Let's get out of here.
And this is Dr. Theophilus. Good morning, Dr. Theophilus. It's a lovely day.
Thank you. I did my best.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't need any liquid refreshment.
Of course you do. You're extremely dehydrated from your ordeal, Buck. If I may call you Buck.
Good night, Theo.
In the year 1987, NASA launched the last of America's deep space probes. Aboard this compact starship, a lone astronaut, Captain William Buck Rogers, was to experience cosmic forces beyond all comprehension. In a freak mishap, his life support systems were frozen by temperatures beyond imagination. Ranger 3 was blown out of its planned trajectory into an orbit 1,000 times more vast. An orbit which was to return Buck Rogers to Earth 500 years later.
This is Admiral Asimov. You get up here to the bridge, now!
Oh, very well, Admiral. By robotic law conceived by some distant and overweening ancestor of yours, also named Asimov, I am obliged to obey your commands. However, this is an appalling inconvenience.
Move!
I am en route. Anger is a destructive emotion by which robots, fortunately, are not afflicted.
Wait a minute. Is it true that you don't believe Dr. Goodfellow made you?
Oh, dear. Are we back to that? I clearly understand why a human would want to take credit for creating something as perfect and as beautiful as I am. But the concept is utterly ludicrous. Good day.
The year is 1987, and NASA launches the last of America's deep space probes. In a freak mishap, Ranger 3 and its pilot, Captain William Buck Rogers, are blown out of their trajectory into an orbit which freezes his life support systems and returns Buck Rogers to Earth 500 years later.
Hey, nice double teaming over there, whoever you are.
Gordon's the name, thanks.
We met Gordon?
I don't think so, Captain. We're from different times.
Gordon, where'd you learn to shoot like that?
I've been doing that sort of thing since before you were born, Captain.
You think so?
Young man, I know so.
He's crazy. You dirty. Watch your bug.
Thank you, Twiggy.
Let's get out of here.